My name is Kathy, and I work at the Columbus Public Library. Today, I'm going to talk to you about one of the many databases that's available through the online resource GALILEO. GALILEO stands for Georgia Online Learning Library, and it's available throughout the state of Georgia and was put together by the State University System of Georgia. We get it for free, and it consists of a number of different databases, which include videos, ebooks, full text magazine and journal articles, and newspapers. There are also available government conferences and government laws. So it contains a number of different databases that you can use for your research. Today we're just going to talk about one of those databases that's available in GALILEO. It's called LearningExpress Library, and I'm just going to show you a real quick overview of it and how you can use it for various test practices, research, how to do research, anything of that sort. So to get to it, we're going to use this great toolbar at the top of our homepage underneath our logo. And there's a number of different ways. I'm going to show you how to go in through GALILEO directly. You can also get to LearningExpress Library using resources A to Z. But I'm going to scroll down here to GALILEO on the drop-down menu and click on it. And this gets you to the GALILEO homepage. Now over here on the right, it gets you to some information about our library system. We are the Chattahoochee Valley Libraries, and when you log into GALILEO or get into GALILEO, you'll be using it under the auspices of the Chattahoochee Valley Libraries. And we consist of 4 city branches and 3 county branches. I work at the main branch. Then down below, they'll spotlight different databases within the GALILEO system, and down here they will have news and system alerts about GALILEO, updates, what's been changed, any press releases about GALILEO, any types of grants, anything like that. Now to get started, you will go up here to this lime green toolbar, and we're going to click on databases A to Z. Now there's 2 ways of finding a database within GALILEO. Actually, there's probably more. You can enter a search term. So if you're doing a paper on Martin Luther King Jr., you can put Martin Luther King Jr. up here and search. It'll bring you up everything that has Martin Luther King Jr. Magazine articles, journal articles, newspaper articles, any FBI investigations under government, probably more than you will need, videos, ebooks. However, we're not going to do a search on Martin Luther King. We're going to look at one of the databases. You can also get to LearningExpress Library by just clicking on the L and scrolling down alphabetically. We're just going to do it by entering the database name in the search box down below here. So I'm going to put in LearningExpress Library and click on Find Database. Give it a minute, and here it is. This is LearningExpress Library. This is the link. If you want to know what's available in LearningExpress Library, you can click on More here. This gives you a short explanation of what's included and what it offers down below here. It offers everything from SAT to GED test preparation to business communication skills to practice exams. Even the military, even the ASVAB practice exams are available, educator and U.S. citizenship exam, and more. So I'm going to head back here and I'm going to click on the link for GALILEO. And you just got to give it a minute. Okay. Now before you get into a database at home, you will need to put in a password. At this time, the password is Kneel, Kneel, like kneel in prayer. If you're at one of the library branches, you can use it without putting the password in. Now, there is a special message up here at the top about COVID-19. Basically, it's telling you if you're preparing for an upcoming test to contact the official test administrator website to see if there are any changes related to the test. Even if you're taking a test in person, definitely contact the facility where you are taking the test. Now these are all of the learning blocks available in LearningExpress Library. You've got career preparation, job and career accelerator, high school equivalency center. So this is where you would go for your GED or the other equivalency tests for high school. College admission test preparations, This is ACT, SAT, AP tests, the graduate exams, anything like that. The school center will give you skill building resources for classroom and homework help. College students, this is where you can go to figure out what you want to study as an undergraduate. There's adult core skills, so if you want to pursue and sharpen your skills and learn, probably set some new career goals, this is where you can go. And there's a computer skills center. There's also resources available in Espanol and Spanish. The first thing I would recommend doing is creating an account, because this will allow you to save tests, test results, any tutorials that you do, any ebooks that you want to read. So if you come up here, you click Sign in, Register. Then you click Register and follow the instructions. It defaults to the institution, which is the Chattahoochee Library System. This is correct. You're not a European Union citizen, so leave that on no. And then just fill in your first name, last name, and create a password. Your username is going to be your email. I have already created an account, so I'm just going to sign in. And put in my password and click login. And it doesn't want to go. There it goes. Now when you log in, you will get something called My Center. And this is where all of the resources are organized by type in the sections below. So I was taking an exam for practice so I could take a look at how it works. I have not completed it. It's not in progress. I'm just going to delete that because I don't really need it. But I did there is a career dashboard where you can do occupational matches. It will give you occupational matches after you go through the occupational test. Skills Matcher. There's a School Finder dashboard and a Scholarship Finder dashboard where you can save that information. I have taken a computer class. I took the Excel and completed it. So this tells me I do have a completion certificate. If I click here, it will take me to the computer center. Or it will take me to the computer classes I've taken. So let's head home, and I'm just going to do a quick overview of what's available in LearningExpress. We've got a Center for Career Preparation. This is where you can learn more about a career, do a job search, and a workplace skills. So this gives you the job search and workplace skills, improve your job search, interviewing, and networking skills, changing careers, how to conduct a successful job search. This allows you to create a resume and a cover letter. This allows you can strengthen your business writing skills if you have a job where you're doing a lot of writing. How to succeed on the job. Click on that. And this is basically time management, math fundamentals, how to write and speak like a professional, and public speaking success. And these are just 20 simple lessons that you do for 20 minutes a day on how to succeed on your job. There are also ebooks available. There are no ebooks available. I'm going to head back to the career preparation. There's also exams. That is not the air controller exam. All right. Here's how to prepare for exams in the allied health field. Dental assistant, social worker. Say you want to be a radiologist. So here's the radiological technologist certification practice exam. You click on that. It loads it. There are 2 parts to practice. You'll click on Start Test. It brings up the test. Tells you about the test, how to take it, what happens if you skip a question, how to navigate through the scoring, viewing instructions, and viewing answers. This gives you the test details, and all of the tests will have this information. So it'll give you that number of questions, how much time, what type of test you can take, the practice, the learner. The learner allows you to view the answers as you go through each question. The practice exam is exactly like the test that you will take to be certified as a radiologist. If it is timed, the timer will be displayed but will not be enforced. The simulation is a test that will stop when the timer is up. And the reason why you want to set up the first My Center is because if you have to go, here's where it will save your tests, your tutorials, your ebooks, your courses, your articles. If you have flashcards, if you do anything with the Career Center, this is where it will save everything. Let's head back home. If you're a college student, here is all of the tests, and here's skills reviews where you can review to see where you need to improve. If you can skip the test, skip the class by talking to the professor and showing them the results. There's a reading skills, and then there are practice exams for graduate school, the MCAT, the PCAT, the LSAT, where it says GRE ebooks. There's flash review, the sentence completion, quantitative comparisons. If you click on ebooks, none are coming up. So let's try this. All right. There are 5 tests for the algebra. Let's see if there are any ebooks. Okay, so here's an ebook, 1001 Problems to Master Algebra, 2nd edition. You can download it. You can skip around or answer, and there's 1001 questions. The problems, this will give you the problems you need to work on. The guide offers practice for standardized tests and in-class assignments that include algebra. Now I've downloaded it. I'm going to open it real quick. And this is what it looks like. This is the ebook that's available on algebra. It looks like there's 287 pages. So you would probably want to save this to a flash drive, a USB drive, so that you can go back and forth and read it, or save it to My Center. So these are all the ebooks available for algebra. So if you need algebra practice, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ebooks that you can download and look at to practice your algebra for college. Now, adult core skills. These are core skills that most adults probably like to improve upon, or if they're headed back to college, they can see if they need to improve their skills. There's also a section on becoming a U.S. citizen. So you've got citizenship test practice, you've got ebooks, again, there's Pass the U.S. Citizenship Exam 5th edition. You can download it, save it to your center, and go back to read it whenever you want. There's also articles that you can read about about the English and civics test, about what is citizenship, and how and where to get help. So there's very helpful articles in here if you're thinking of becoming a U.S. citizen and want to practice. There are also documents in Spanish. There's an ebook on how to get your e-card, your green card, and there are flashcards available that you can open. And let's just open them and take a quick look at it. And it will give you the question. There are instructions on how to use the flashcards. So you have to read the instructions before you use them, as this tells you that to get the answer, you have to click anywhere and it will flip the card to give you the answer. There's 100 of these. You can go through them one by one, save them to your center, and go back as often as you want to look at them. Let's head back home. I'm going to close this without saving. If you save, it will save to my center. There are basic computer skills, how to get started with your computer, getting to know your computer, using desktop applications, computer safety and maintenance. There's one on getting started with the internet, and there are different ones on the different Microsoft programs. Excel, Access, Office, SharePoint, Visio, Word. So if you use any of these at work or at home, this would be the place to go to practice and learn how to use these programs. And if you're interested and you want to start seeing if you want a career in it, in graphics and illustration, computer graphics and illustration, this would be the place to go because it gives you a description of Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. And finally, a little bit on the different operating systems, 10, 8, and 7. So there's a basics for Windows 10, what's new, intermediate, and advanced. And you can do any of these tutorials, save them to my center, go back over and over again, and look at them, and use them, and study them. And as long as they're saved to my center and you don't delete them, you can go back as many times as you want. Now let's head home. The Job and Career Accelerator not only has how to build a resume and a job letter, you can take tests to find a career match, you can explore occupations. If you're on your way to college, you've graduated from high school, you click here, and this gives you a scholarship finder with over 24,000 scholarships, and the school finder. If you open up the scholarship finder, it asks for, you can do a keyword search by the scholarship. It will ask for your GPA, your academic year, your stat scores, your ACT scores, and what type of award. Now, if you just do a simple keyword search, I'm just going to do Native American scholarships. This tells you Native American scholarship sponsored by Juniata College. You must be Native American heritage. Financial need is also required, so it'll tell you that, what the application deadline is, what the maximum amount of coverage is, what the average is. There are how many awards are available, and what the contact information is. You can download it, you can save it, you can print it. And then down here are the details to the scholarship again. So if this is where you would go if you were looking for any type of scholarship. So again, if you search by a keyword, can't think of anything off the top of my head because I've been at school for a while. It will give you what types of scholarships, grants or fellowships, military, whether it's military. So let's do military and see what comes up. There is one that comes up. You click over here on My Scholarship Matches. This will give you more information. And where the scholarship can be used. And this includes not only soldiers, but family and military survivors and dependents. So there are a number of ways that you can look for scholarships to get financing for your school. Now, let's head home. Now, another way to get to the centers is just, if you're in a center, let's go back to the college admissions. If you're in a center, so we're in the college admissions test prep. If you click in the blue toolbar next to the home button, it says centers. This is also another way. If you click on one of the centers, like career preparation, it gives you a drop-down menu again of everything that is in that center. So we go to school, we'll click on elementary, and there you are. You're in the elementary school center. So you've got mathematics, English, language arts, and these are improvements. These are tutorials that you can use to improve your skills. This is the same is true for the adult core skills. These are tutorials that you can use to improve your skills in math, English, reading. But not only that, if you want to go back to school as an older student, this will let you know what you need to improve, and it will help you improve it. So if you want to improve your speaking, writing, and grammar, do that there. You can, here are your tutorials. Here are your ebooks. If you click on grammar, this gives you all the ebooks that they have available in grammar. So I'm going to head home. You can also search. So if you're just looking for SAT, then it'll give you a drop down. Say you've done practice tests 1, 2, 3. You can get into practice test 4, which is the essay test. ACT, click, search, and there it is. We got word games. This is an ebook. Oh, I'm downloading. But it's an ebook where you can do games, learn new words. It has 500 key tests and a variety of vocabulary building activities, which will help you with the vocabulary and grammar and essay portion of the SAT. Okay, So this has been a quick look at LearningExpress Library. You can see it is a very large, extensive database with a number of different modules or centers, as they call them. It will allow you to prepare for a career, prepare for an exam, if you want to, for different careers, air traffic controller, EMT, law enforcement, the military. It will do it. It will allow you to study for your high school equivalency test, your GED, build your skills for the GED, build your skills for going to college. It also has the other high school tests that you can take for your high school equivalency. That's the HiSET and the TASC. You can prepare for your college admission tests. There are skill building resources for school, college students, adult course skills, which you can use to prepare to go back to school, or just use the tutorial to improve your writing, spelling, reading, whatever you want to look at, and a computer skills center. Take the time, go through here, look at it, do a test for fun, see how extensive this database is and how it can help you prepare for being out in the world, prepare for your high school exam, have fun. But most of all, please remember, set up an account so that everything is saved to the My Center so you can go again and again to practice, to improve your skills, to use a tutorial, to see what kind of career you'd like to do, anything like that. Good luck and have fun. And if you have any questions, please look at our website, and there will be information as to how we're opening up in gradual stages. And when we're open completely, please feel free to call at 706-243-2691. And myself or any of my coworkers would be happy to answer questions. At this time, I wish you a good day and thank you for your time.
We are springing into summer learning at the Chattahoochee Valley Libraries, and the program you just attended is one of the ways you can earn completions. Just go to cvlga.org and look for Spring into Summer Learning. You can register yourself and your family online, and then start reading and attending our online events. That's all you have to do. We're giving away weekly gift certificates, and every completion you make enters you into a grand prize drawing for tablets, games, gifts, and more. Remember, you have to register to win. cvlga.org, and we'll see you online again real soon.